up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So, doing my year-end top 10s and for 2021, heading into 2022. But I'm going to do a video on the guys that dropped out of the top 10 from the previous year. So this is again Super Bantamweight 122, the two fighters that dropped out. We start with we'll go lowest to highest. There was only two guys. The first is former champion TJ Doheny. Doheny previously was number 9. He entered 2021 coming off of a 2020 where he suffered a major upset to Ioannou Baluta, upset loss to Ioannou Baluta in a surprising turn of events. Nobody saw that one coming. Baluta just really outworked him over 8 rounds and surprised Doheny, and you know, Doheny came up short and he decided not to fight the remainder of the year. Then he returned in August of 21 in a major featherweight fight against Michael Conlan. And, you know, he fought hard, he did well, he did some good things, but Michael Conlan was just too much. He outworked him and secured a unanimous decision. So Doheny now has dropped out of the top 10 for me. He's not in any top 10. He's not at 126 either. We really don't know at 35 years old where TJ Doheny is going to go now. He, you know, he kind of came out of nowhere a few years ago, pulled off the upset over Ryosuke Iwasa to become the IBF champion, and then really gave a fantastic effort against Daniel Roman in their unification bout in 2018. But really, or 2019, I believe, but hasn't done anything really of note since, you know. And now, you know, we're gonna, you know, he's basically lost 3, I believe he's lost 3 of his last 4 fights. And, you know, we don't know where he's going to go. Maybe 122 is getting a little too much, becoming too much of a grind for him. But he's going to have to bounce back and really start over from scratch, losing 3 of his last 4. The other fighter to drop out of the Super Bantamweight top 10 is former IBF champion Ryosuke Iwasa. Iwasa came into the year number 4 at 122, but just a lot of guys moving ahead of him, doing things, and Iwasa didn't do much. He was coming in after really not fighting in 2020 because he was trying to secure his mandatory title shot against Mirajan Akhmadaliev for the unified title. He was trying to get that fight to happen. Because of COVID, traveling back and forth to different countries, it wasn't possible. Finally, and I believe it was April of this year, Akhmadaliev and him fought each other for the unified title. And, you know, Akhmadaliev came in the favorite, but a lot of people thought Iwasa was going to be competitive, and he was, but he was getting beat to the punch more than I thought he was going to. You know, Akhmadaliev was really tagging him with good shots, and, you know, he stunned him a couple times, but in the 5th round, he wobbled Iwasa. Not bad. He wasn't really hurt, you know, too bad, but he was hurt just enough, and, you know, he was throwing punches back, but the referee stopped the fight prematurely, and Iwasa would lose by TKO in the 5th round as he attempted to regain his world title and put himself at the top. And, you know, the thing is I've went back and reviewed the fight a couple times, and yeah, it was an early stoppage, but the way Akhmadaliev was handling Iwasa in that fight, just beating him to the punch, and the way he wobbled him, I really think it was just the beginning of what was eventually going to happen anyway. So yes, the fight was stopped a little prematurely, but I don't think it changed the result. Akhmadaliev was doing very well, and you know, he's right at the top of the division now. So Iwasa, maybe it's time for him to move up in weight. Maybe it's time for him to move to 126. He didn't fight again after that, but he's still, you know, he's 31. I still think he can be effective, and he's a taller super bantamweight. Maybe a jump to featherweight is the smart move. I'm not sure what fights he's going to be able to get. He's still the IBF's number 7 contender at 122, but I'm not sure he can get right back into it anytime soon. So maybe a jump to 126 makes sense. We really don't know. But those are the dropouts for my year-end top 10s at 122 pounds super bantamweight. I hope you enjoyed it. True Boxing, you've been hit with the truth.